In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 3rd, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. San Antonio Spurs versus Denver Nuggets. A pair of Western Conference contenders with aspirations of improving their playoff standings are set to face off in the Mile High City. On Friday night, the San Antonio Spurs will hit the road to take on the Denver Nuggets. San Antonio enters the matchup riding high after a dominant 122-86 home victory over the Los Angeles Clippers on Tuesday night, a game in which they comfortably covered the spread as 3.5-point favorites. Meanwhile, Denver handled their business at home on Wednesday night, cruising past Atlanta with a 139-120 victory and easily covering the line as 8.5-point favorites. Historically, the Spurs have held the upper hand in the regular season series between these two teams, boasting a commanding 123-80 record. This includes a narrow 121-120 win at home in their most recent meeting on April 12, 2024. In terms of player availability, both teams are dealing with key absences. The Spurs remain slightly undermanned as Jeremy Sochan is still sidelined, while the Nuggets continue to play without Aaron Gordon. The Denver Nuggets have been given an edge primarily due to their home court advantage and their recent streak of consistent play, especially following the addition of Westbrook to the starting lineup. That said, the Spurs have shown noticeable improvement as well. Over their last 10 games, San Antonio has posted a solid 6-4 straight-up record and an even more impressive 7-3 against the spread mark. Even in losses to strong teams like the Timberwolves, Knicks, and 76ers, the Spurs have been competitive, pushing games down to the wire. Their recent performances suggest growing confidence and chemistry within their youthful roster, so the San Antonio Spurs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Denver Nuggets have demonstrated their ability to rack up points this season, a trend reflected in their offensive statistics. Currently, Denver ranks 3rd in scoring offense, 2nd in field goal percentage, 4th in 3-point shooting, 4th in 2-point shooting at an efficient 56.6%, and 1st in made 2-pointers per game with an average of 33.4. However, their defensive vulnerabilities have also been evident, contributing to frequent high-scoring games. The Nuggets have exceeded the total in their last 4 games and in 7 of their previous 10 outings. With a fast-paced style, Denver ranks 5th in tempo, averaging 101.3 possessions per game. Although the Spurs don't play at the same blistering pace, Denver's strategy will likely be to push the tempo and capitalize on their altitude advantage to tire out their opponent. San Antonio, for their part, has gone over the total in 6 of their last 10 contests, scoring 110 points or more in 7 of those games. Heading into this matchup, Denver carries a 3-game winning streak, with Nikola Jokic continuing to deliver dominant offensive performances. Nevertheless, the Nuggets have struggled defensively, particularly in the first half of games. Opposing teams have averaged 30 points in each of the first 2 quarters against them, highlighting their slow starts. While Denver has shown marked improvement on the defensive end in the second half, their early game lapses remain a concern. Their high pace of play, amplified by Westbrook's presence in the starting lineup, has energized their offense but has also exacerbated their defensive issues. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Memphis Grizzlies versus Sacramento Kings. The NBA betting landscape continues to heat up on Friday, January 3rd, 2025, as the Memphis Grizzlies prepare to face off against the Sacramento Kings in a highly anticipated Western Conference showdown. This exciting clash will take place at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, promising a thrilling evening of basketball action. Memphis and Sacramento are set to resume their 3-game regular season series, which kicked off with a tightly contested battle on December 5th, where the Grizzlies managed to edge out the Kings with a 115-110 victory in Memphis. The stakes remain high as both teams look to make a statement in this pivotal matchup. The Grizzlies are keeping a close eye on several key players whose status for the game remains uncertain. Jake LaRavia, Brandon Clark, Yuki Kawamura, and Zach Edey are all listed as questionable, which could significantly impact Memphis's rotation and strategy. On the other side, the Kings are monitoring the condition of Keegan Murray, who is also questionable to play. Sacramento recently made a bold move by parting ways with head coach Mike Brown following a disappointing first 2 months of the season, signaling a shift in direction for the franchise. In their recent games, De'Aaron Fox delivered one of his most impressive performances of the season, scoring 35 points in a remarkable comeback victory over the Philadelphia 76ers. However, despite flashes of brilliance, the Kings continue to struggle defensively. Heading into this matchup against Memphis, Sacramento ranks near the bottom of the league in three-point defense, allowing opponents to shoot a concerning 37.9% from beyond the arc, which places them 27th in the NBA. Additionally, the Kings have been slow starters, often finding themselves trailing early in games. While a coaching change may provide a boost, they still rank 4th in the league in most first-quarter points allowed per game. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies have been reliable against the spread, covering in 9 of their last 12 games. Despite their defensive woes, the Kings have shown signs of improvement over their last 2 outings, which has likely contributed to them being slight favorites in this contest. However, the Grizzlies have earned a reputation as the league's most resilient team when dealing with injuries and absences. Even with a depleted roster, Memphis has consistently found ways to compete and win. This resilience could once again be on display as they aim to secure an upset victory in Sacramento. So the Memphis Grizzlies to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Memphis Grizzlies play at the fastest pace in the NBA, pushing the tempo relentlessly, and that high-octane approach is unlikely to change even in the absence of star guard Ja Morant. Despite missing their primary playmaker, the Grizzlies remain a potent offensive force, ranking 5th in offensive rating and 6th in shooting percentage. Similarly, the Sacramento Kings favor an up-tempo style of play and rank in the league's top 10 in pace. Under the leadership of new head coach Doug Christie, the Kings are expected to bring increased energy and competitiveness, especially in the early stages of his tenure. Supporting the expectation of a fast-paced game is the recent trend of high-scoring affairs involving Memphis. The total has gone over in 8 of the Grizzlies' last 11 road games and in 8 of their last 10 games against Western Conference opponents. This sets the stage for another high-scoring contest. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks versus Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers have been performing strongly, winning 3 of their last 4 games. In a non-conference matchup, they will host the Atlanta Hawks, a team that recently saw their win streak come to an end in their last outing. The Hawks, who had previously won 4 consecutive games, suffered a setback in their most recent matchup. Despite this, they maintain a respectable .500 record over their last 10 games, sitting in the 7th position in the Eastern Conference with an 18-16 record. Notably, the Hawks defeated the Lakers at home in an overtime thriller early last month. The Lakers, on the other hand, are enjoying a hot streak, having won 3 of their last 4 games and suffering only 2 losses in their previous 8 outings. With a 19-14 record, they stand 5 games above .500 and currently hold the 6th spot in the Western Conference standings. Their recent form indicates they are building momentum as they push for higher seeding. The Hawks come into this game dealing with injury concerns, as key players Jalen Johnson and Trae Young are both listed as questionable. The Lakers are also managing injury issues, with star forward Anthony Davis still being monitored after sitting out their last game due to an ankle injury. Despite Davis's absence, the Lakers managed to secure a victory, thanks in part to an impressive performance from Max Christie. While Christie has averaged just 7 points per game this season, he has stepped up recently, averaging 16 points per game over the last 5 outings. LeBron James has also been in excellent form, contributing significantly to the Lakers' recent success. Even though the Lakers are playing on back-to-back nights while the Hawks are rested, James's leadership and the team's current momentum make them a strong contender to continue their winning ways. There are reasons to consider the Hawks as a viable threat in this matchup. They have the advantage of rest and have already defeated the Lakers in December as a 4-point underdog. Moreover, the Hawks have shown signs of turning their season around, climbing above .500 and securing victories against respectable opponents over the past month. However, the Lakers boast an impressive 11-4 record at home, with their sights set on solidifying their playoff position, especially as they are only half a game out of the 4th seed in the West. The Lakers cannot afford to let games like this slip away. For the Lakers to establish themselves as a serious postseason contender, taking care of business in situations like this is crucial. It's straightforward. The Lakers need to win this game. This matchup underscores the importance of checking lineups before tip-off, as both teams could be missing key players. Even with potential absences, the Lakers' recent form and home court advantage make them the safer choice. So the Los Angeles Lakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When these teams faced each other nearly a month ago, the game's total points went over the projected line. Although the Hawks may be without some of their key scorers due to injuries, they demonstrated their depth in their last game, putting up 122 points despite missing 2 players who averaged double figures. Atlanta's defense remains a concern, as they gave up a season-high 139 points in their previous outing and ranked 27th in the league in opponents' points per game. Meanwhile, the Lakers are poised to capitalize offensively, and the Hawks, who rank 5th in the league in scoring, are expected to contribute significantly to a high total as well. Neither the Hawks nor the Lakers rely heavily on three-point shooting, but both excel at getting to the free throw line. The Lakers lead the NBA in free throw rate at .281, while the Hawks rank 8th at .266. Furthermore, Atlanta plays at a fast pace, averaging 103.8 possessions per 48 minutes, which ranks 3rd in the league. Although the Lakers rank 20th in this metric with 98.4 possessions per 48 minutes, they won't shy away from increasing the tempo in this matchup. Expect Los Angeles to exploit Atlanta's defensive shortcomings, particularly in transition. Notably, the over has hit in 7 consecutive encounters between these two teams. This non-conference matchup in Los Angeles is shaping up to be a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.